My name is Kay McDonald, and welcome to the Power of Charms podcast and interview. Today, my guest is Marianne LaRoche, and she is the executive director and founder for an organization called Seeds of Autism. And, you know, Marianne, I thought it was really fitting that I'm interviewing you in April because April is the Autism Awareness Month, but you said that there's an added element to it this year. So tell us a little bit about why this month is significant and what you do at Seeds of Autism.
Well, Kate, so for
Or autism.
April, for years, it's been autism awareness. And we are now seeing a trend to change it to autism acceptance. More people know about autism, but to really accept it and to include. Inclusion is really important. We want to see the community embrace and help support those with autism and families with autism, because there's just such a disconnect, especially after they graduate out of high school. And so we're really trying to, I think, educate again, and acceptance is really a key component to that.
Well, that's so true. Acceptance and understanding. And I think, you know, autism is still, gosh, when I started Charity Charms 18 years ago, people were just finding out about it. 18, 20 years ago, it seems. They were just kind of becoming aware of it. And now all those kids that had it are young adults now. And you are doing something that's so innovative. I love it. You provide a path from learning to earning, which is so important. So can you tell us the inspiration for that, how that got started?
Yeah, so it is, it's been on my heart. I was a sibling of someone on the autism spectrum. My brother was diagnosed in the 70s, and just really was very involved and engaged with his education and the processes and his therapies, and really took to heart what was going on and trying to change his life to be so that he could be able to go out into community and be a part of, um, just embracing life. And so as he graduated out of high school, that was really when I noticed that there weren't a lot of opportunities for those on the autism spectrum, especially special needs all around. But autism, it's not one of those things that is very visual. The adults, as they get older, they look like there's no physical attributes that make you see right away that this person might need some supports or helps. It's more behavioral, it might be language. And so I really wanted to make a difference for my brother and create something that was going to give him opportunities and teach him and continue to educate him, and not just be a placeholder for him for the day where they would go to the mall, or when malls were popular in the day, and or just hang out at the movies, or just watch TV and in a group place setting. So Seeds for Autism was really the starting point for that, to create a place that my brother could thrive and learn and learn job skills from. So created a little community that was going to start teaching those continued skills that they needed.
Right. Well, and it's my understanding that many autistic people have great motor skills and are very, very good at different things. You and I actually collaborate. You make the products for Charity Charms, which I absolutely love. And normally we would be filming this in your studio, and we will do another segment later on, but we're still kind of got the little overhang of COVID around us.
Right.
But it's amazing to go to Marianne's studio and see all the different things that you do and make. You do t-shirts, you do cookbooks, you do cutting boards, you do jewelry. What else do you do?
Well, we have a gambit of things, Kay, as you mentioned. We have classroom settings for the students. It's very social skill development oriented. And so we're always working on how to engage with others, how to communicate, how to understand, how to just start a conversation, or how to cope when you're getting frustrated. So there's classroom training for that. And then in those classrooms, we also teach them computer skills and graphic design and video production. We have a little culinary area. We have them write our newsletter every month and our social media blogs, and Facebook posts, and they take the pictures for our products. And then inside the back area, the maker space, they learn sewing and weaving and jewelry making, as you mentioned. They do ceramics, and we have a spa department where they learn how to make soaps and dryer balls and lip balm. We do blacksmithing and metalwork, so we make garden products. We have woodworking and wood turning. They learn to weld. They learn how to do the screen printing, and so it's just there's so many outlets for them, and they rotate through the different departments. And as you said, some have fine motor skills, some do not. So just really trying to work on just how to engage. And again, it's job development. So how would you interact with your peers or your coworkers or your boss?
Yeah, I think what you're doing is so progressive because you not only um, are doing something that is solving a social issue or helping a social issue, which is people with autism that don't have opportunity, but you truly are a social enterprise. And with the nonprofits that I work with, a lot of them are starting to do gardens or make some kind of a product as a way to bring in income. To me, though, Marianne, you are like a pioneer in this arena, and you have a a vehicle that goes out that's a portable store. Will you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So we have a mobile boutique, and it is just a beautiful trailer that the students learn how to, again, more skills. They learn how to set up the products so that if we go to farmers markets or we go out into different locations of businesses, we've been in different parking lots like at Wells Fargo, or we've been down to the football stadium. We've had a lot of different places where we take our mobile boutique and the students learn how to set the inside and also the outside with tables and linens and the products, and how to engage with the customers as they come by and shop the products. And so just finding ways to, as you said, to be an entrepreneurial type of business and create products to give the students again that opportunity to learn from, but get help boost their self-esteem. A lot of these young adults never used a drill or a hammer or any tools whatsoever, and all of a sudden here are people that are encouraging them and working alongside them, mentoring them. And so the students, then we have these great products that are home and garden, and we want to be able to sell them, and it all 100% goes back into the program.
Yeah, which is great because it creates self-sufficiency for you in many ways. Plus, you have a website.
Yes.
So that is so exciting that you do that. Do you get other kinds of funding, grants and things like that to keep going?
Yeah, as a nonprofit, we do have to obviously continue to seek funding for the sources and the resources that we provide. We have a very large warehouse that is not ours, that we lease, that we have to pay for every month, and all the tools and all the supplies. And so it's definitely a multi-diverse organization because we're educating. So we're educating, and then we're training them how to do vocational skills, and we're also building and creating products. And so some things get donated, and we always appreciate those donations, like beads and fabric and specific types of yarns that we might use. But funding, we need that money to purchase the containers that the lip balms go in, and all the different things that we do, the boxes that we put the beautiful jewelry in. And so, it's very diverse. And yeah, it's the fundraising is important, grant writing, everything is, and you and I have collaborated on many occasions to create that awareness and acceptance. So Charity Charms has been a great avenue for the students in many ways in our relationship.
We feel so blessed at Charity Charms because it just adds new meaning to what we do to have all of our products made by your organization. It just fulfills a lot. I wanted to ask you, we are just coming out, I hope, of this very, very challenging year of COVID. And I know personally that, that there were some very specific challenges for you.
Yes.
you had this big warehouse where all of your clients would come and make all of the things, and then all of a sudden they couldn't come to the warehouse. Tell everybody a little bit how you dealt with that and how we managed to keep going together.
Well, it's, yeah, if you're going to survive, you have, as you as well know, you have to be able to be flexible and change and adapt. And adapt is really key. And so staff were just devastated a year ago in March. And what were we going to do? Because it's so hands-on. We work right alongside our students. But we're very creative and we persevered. We immediately started learning to do Zoom conversations and classes. We went created Google curriculum so that the students could have things to do daily. And we have stayed connected with our students. And actually, it helped us to create a whole new uh, learning curve for the students because they got involved and we wanted to know, because this is difficult. They're not sitting right alongside us. So we had to find ways to keep them engaged and interested and communicating and not on their video games. So we have survived due to reaching out to community and coming up with ways to do fundraising virtually.
You did a
Which
great virtual fundraiser. Yep.
Yeah, Charity Charms, you were amazing and very helpful in just working alongside us to, again, connect and push more to the community and be diverse. So it's been a definite challenge, but again, it's helped us to get new students because students who don't even live in the state can now be a part of the program.
Mhm. Wow, it's
So,
and then you have a success story of getting jobs for some of these folks that have gone through your training too, like outside vocation. Is that correct?
yes.
Mhm.
And so we do want to grab more and more people to have partnerships with
Mhm.
because the different jobs we can create for these young adults, the better. It's been so in a box as far as very lacked in opportunities and options. So we want to expand that and give them more chances and different diversity. So we have created some of our students, they may never go out and get a job with another organization because they'll always need that mentorship and that person to help them along. But that's what's great about Seeds for One. That's why we're trying to build it as a business so that we can hire our students and give them more opportunities, like with the screen printing and creating shirts
Mhm.
or all kind. I mean, everyone needs shirts at one time or another. And so, but we also have the students who can go and get a job, and they may need a year or two or more with us just to start to learn how to engage and what's more appropriate, how to stay focused and stay on task, how to ask for breaks and coping methods that they might need. So
Mhm.
we do have probably about, I would say 25% of the students that we've had through the years have had an opportunity to go and actually work outside of Seeds.
That's really just a wonderful addition to what you do. You employ them there, but then you also teach them how to have vocational skills and go out and get their own jobs. So um, thank you for the service that you do for the community. It's really
Oh,
amazing. I want to talk a little bit more about just autism in general and autism awareness. I see you have your necklace on with the puzzle
yes,
piece.
yes.
And the puzzle piece is kind of a universal symbol for autism because it is so puzzling. Is that correct? I mean, what
I
else can
think,
you tell us about the significance of the
sure.
symbol?
It depends on who you talk to. There's some people who are really, they love that component, and some people feel like it's maybe not appropriate to say that they're a puzzle piece, but I think the positive side that they were trying to create when it first started was that we're all a puzzle and we all are needing to be united and connected. And so each one of us is the puzzle piece. But
Sure.
for those on the autism spectrum, that puzzle piece for them, sometimes they don't feel like they fit. Sometimes society doesn't help them fit. And so, and that's my interpretation of it. I'm sure everyone has a
Beautiful
different
interpretation.
interpretation, but that's to me more of a positive one. And how do we complete that puzzle so that we can all be united and be one whole image and complete? And so to me, that's the thing that I feel represents the puzzle piece. And so others may feel different about it, but that's, you know, how do we get it? That's why we all need to work together so that we can all be united and complete.
I
Yeah,
love that.
fit together.
I love that. Hey, what are your big goals with the organization for the next 5 years? Since you've just come out of the most challenging year ever, and you're still here, which is lovely. It really is, Marianne. It's a testament to your hard work, and you put your heart into it, totally into the program.
Well, our goals, you know, we survival mode was this last year, obviously, and we did it. We made through, and going forward, we really want to now work on how to create more industry relationships, how to. So we started right prior to COVID doing the screen printing, and everyone, businesses need products, they need those little tchotchkes, they need those thank you gifts, they need to have something printed. And so we're trying to create and evolve more in that scope as we go forward. Right now, the products that the students make are more home and garden, and they're more for anyone in community to purchase. We have a lot of followers, and you know, so that makes us always have to come up and create new items. But going as a business, as you know, the best type of business is to have a resource, and people will need that resource. They'll put a deposit for it, they'll have it made, it goes away, it gets completed and paid. And then you have the new job to do. And so that's where we really want to take our sewing department and find some types of jobs that we can work with other industry here in the Valley, and maybe be doing some kind of piecework or completion. But you know, we also are leery of that because we don't want our students to just be cookie cutting something over and over again.
Right. You want some creativity to go into it and learning. Yeah.
Absolutely. But you know, that's the key for the next 5 years, to really develop the business so that again it can be more self-sustaining and create more products, just like our relationship with UK and Charity Charms. You have orders, they come in, we get to assemble them and put them together, and you have such a variety of different options for us to be able to do so. All students can be involved, whether it be assembling the jewelry pieces or packaging them. So, you know, it's just really been a blessing. And so you are a role model for what we are trying to do. And so we thank you.
And we're going to grow together too. We're talking about doing fulfillment together, maybe actually printing all the custom cards, all kinds of fun stuff. So I look forward to lots of new opportunities together. And I also encourage businesses, if they want something custom or special, you know, why not reach out to Seeds for Autism and have them make you something, because it has added meaning that it's made by the folks there, versus just buying it from China or a promo company. I just really believe in supporting your organization. So buying products from you is one of the big ways that people can support you. Is there anything else that you need from the community to make you stronger and more successful?
That's a great question. Yes, we always do. Those partnerships, they're really important. And so we need volunteers. We have paid staff, and you know, we have to have consistency in what we're doing. So we have staff who are there on a regular daily basis. And then to work alongside those staff, it's great when we get volunteers that can come in and assist our staff to work alongside the students. We need volunteers to help us with marketing and some administrative things. You know, there's such a diverse program here that there's always a need, and even to go out in the community with our students with the mobile boutique and help to set up and be out there to talk to the community and sell the products. And then we have special events that are prior to COVID, and hopefully we'll be able to do this again. Like this year, we're gearing up for summer school. So we have summer camps. I'm sorry, not school, summer camps, and we always need those volunteers. So we're working with Brophy and Xavier and seeing if we can't get some
Oh,
students from there. So
fantastic.
it's great, because then there's that need that they have to fulfill. We have a need, and it gives them that buddy system so that the
Mhm.
students become more comfortable around others, and the community gets to see what our students are like and how capable they can be. And it's a very educational, partnership that we
Oh, it
create
is.
with the volunteers. And then we are always looking for people to just help with ideas. Sometimes it might be a product idea, and then we can develop it. So
Mhm.
yeah, there's a lot that goes on here at Seeds that we can partner with people for.
All kinds of things. All kinds of things. Well, I love talking to you. I absolutely love working with you. Again, we at Charity Charms, we just feel so blessed to have made this connection together. And I want people to know about your organization. I want them to use you as a resource for all their gifts. You have a fantastic website, seedsforautism.org, correct?
Yep.
And Marianne LaRoche is the executive director. She's got a great team. And so I encourage you to go check out what they're doing because it's very, very inspiring and a really good model for other nonprofits around the world if they want to do a social enterprise. So
Absolutely.
thank you for being our special guest during April, the month of autism awareness and acceptance. I love that. Thank you for explaining about the puzzle piece because it is an important symbol. And Marianne, just thank you for what you do.
Well, okay, thank you so much. We appreciate you as well. You've been an amazing connection for us, and you're a part of that puzzle that is making it even bigger. So thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're going to need a bigger table to lay that puzzle out on.
Thanks a lot.